Hey Luxury Home Show, I'm Summer and today I'm going to show you around this brand new Mediterranean inspired home in Los Angeles, California. Let me show you around. Coolest part of this room is an outdoor terrace. My favorite part of this garden is this hanging swing. That is on my Pinterest dream house board. You know, when the sun's setting, this would be such a cool vibe. Now on the Luxury Home Show, we like to show you what $50 million gets you in Brentwood, $80 million in New York, but we also love showing you what you can get between the $1 to $3 million price range. And this house behind me is priced at just under $2.4 million. It actually comes with two residences. So you have the main house that you can see behind me and a separate ADU, which is an additional unit. In this case, it's set up as a guest house. I'll show you that later on in the tour. Now this house has a beautiful Mediterranean vibe to it with a sandy toned, smooth stucco. My favorite feature on the exterior is this built-in plant shelf, adding a bit of greenery to the exterior, tying it in with the landscaping at the front. And they've actually used all drought-tolerant plants. So your plants aren't going to die when it gets a little dry here in California. There's space out here for 2 cars and you've also got your garage, so probably 4 cars in total. Now, there are 2 pedestrian gates, one here and one through that way just off the path. Now I'm going to touch on location a little bit. We're in an area called Frogtown, which is a neighborhood in LA by the river. We're around 20 minutes from West Hollywood and 3 to 5 minutes from Echo Park and Silver Lake. So you've got access to trendy cafes, trendy restaurants, nightlife, while still being in a quiet residential spot. Now as you come up to the front door, you have this gorgeous arched porch. And now I think it's time to show you inside. Come on in. Welcome into the entrance. My favorite part is this sweeping curved staircase covered in lime wash paint, and you're going to see a lot of lime wash paint in this house. They've actually brought it all the way up to the ceilings as well. The house is just under 3,400 square feet and on a 5,100 square foot lot. It's got an open plan layout, so straight off the entrance is the living space. There's a gas fireplace here, perfect for the cozy winter nights because it does get a little cooler in LA. One feature I love, you're going to see a lot of arches in this house. This window just here, it frames the greenery perfectly. And count how many arches you can see in this video and let me know in the comments below. The interior has been styled by Tanya from Style Soul Line. Now welcome into the kitchen. I'm going to bring you over to this wall here. You've got a wine fridge down below for some drinks. This is a honed statuario Valley marble. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And honed basically means they stop the process just before polishing. So it's got more of a natural texture and it's more scratch resistant, which is good. Now coming over to the main part of the kitchen, we've got the LG fridge freezer here. And this house is also available for sale with Brock and Laurie, so I'll leave their details in the description below if you do want to come and check out this house. Let's take a moment for this kitchen island. It's pill-shaped, and with a bit of a contrast, they've gone for dark fluted wood on the cabinetry, and I've just noticed there's some storage here. Oh, I love extra storage. Got the bar stools on that side, so perhaps a nice informal space to have breakfast because you do have a formal dining space just to my left. Again, following from the marble over there, they've brought it to the countertops and the backsplash. Custom white oak cabinetry finished in like a dove grey. Over here is a Thor 6-burner gas hob with a pot filler. I definitely need one of these in my life. We've got lots more storage over here with a hidden microwave. So the ugly appliances can be hidden away. And I want to show you the 3 different lighting scenes. To me, lighting is so important in a house and you can tell how much detail they've put into it. Talking of light, the dining space has an abundance of natural light. 3 walls are covered in these black sliding glass doors by Milgard. And I love that they went with a circular table. I personally way prefer circular tables. One, because there's so many circles and arches in this house, but also it allows the conversation to flow so much better than a square table. You can see so many different moments in the garden. So in front of me, there's a table and chairs, a spot to have a morning coffee. Over here is the outdoor kitchen with a barbecue. Great for a summer's day when your friends are over. We've also got a nice water feature here, another little fireplace, and then my favorite part of this garden, which I'm gonna take you out to shortly, is this hanging swing. That is on my Pinterest dream house board, so I'm definitely gonna have one of them in the future. Back to the entrance, I do quickly want to show you the powder room and garage before we go upstairs, but let's take a moment and admire the staircase for a moment because it has this beautiful curvature and there are a lot of different ceiling heights here. You've sort of got this atrium with a exposed beam and a lovely arched window at the top of the staircase bringing all the light in. I like how they've flowed the engineered white oak flooring up the stairs. Again, because the lime wash paint is along the walls and on the staircase, it blends seamlessly, but still is a really powerful focal point of the house. Let me show you the garage because I know some people like to see inside of here. You have space in here for 2 cars with an electric up and over door. And now let me show you into the downstairs powder room. Now the downstairs powder room has a slightly different material on the walls, so it isn't lime wash paint, it's actually Roman clay. It has more of a dark, moodier feel in here. The main feature being this sculptural limestone vanity sink and the brass hardware. Again, love all the curvatures on the mirror, and these sconces are from CB2. I like this little nook behind me, perfect for some little candles, again some storage for your bathroom bits just to be hidden away. And I also love the domed ceiling of this powder room. Anyway, I've got 3 bedrooms to show you upstairs, so let's head on up. This house was developed by Nubis and everything is brand new, from the plumbing, the electrics, HVAC system. Now there are 3 bedrooms up here and 2 outdoor terraces. I'm going to take you into the 2 guest bedrooms first. This bedroom has a gorgeous black crystal arch window overlooking the planter shelf that we saw on the exterior. I like the fact that they've added this feature wall with the fluted wood rather than using a traditional headboard. And then over here for your storage, we have sliding closet doors. Now let me show you the next bedroom. Into the second guest bedroom. I love the vaulted ceilings in here. Although it is a smaller room, it definitely feels more open because of the ceiling heights. They've added sconces either side of the bed, which frees up space on the bedside tables. Again, the storage is similar with the sliding closets, and both these 2 bedrooms share a gorgeous family bathroom. So let me show you that one. There's a lovely feature wall here with dark walnut cabinetry and the utility room ready for the washer and dryer. Now coming into the family bathroom, I love that they've done dual vanities and they've bought the marble from downstairs, the Statuario Valley marble, and brought it up here. And again, the contrast of the dark cabinets, lots of storage, 2 mirrors, and this room also has a built-in bath with a gorgeous archway. Here's what it looks like. Lots of natural light coming in from the rectangular window, and it is actually quite high, so you do still maintain that privacy. Entering the primary suite, to the left is where the main bed is set up. They've added a bit of texture on the walls with the paneling that you can see on this feature wall. I love the vaulted ceiling. Again, just ceiling heights are so important, and you've also got this exposed beam. Coolest part of this room is an outdoor terrace. So there's another arched crystal black window. Actually, it's not a window, it's a door. But come on out. And because these walls are quite high, it does give you that extra privacy. So if you did want to sunbathe, whether it's on this comfortable chair or you wanted maybe a table and some chairs out here, I'd probably have a morning coffee out here if this was mine. Now I know I mentioned there was lime wash paint throughout the house, but in the bathrooms they've actually used lime wash plaster, which is giving the same feel, but it's more resilient in humid, bathrooms where there's going to be splashes on the walls, it's going to get a little wet. Again, there's dual sinks in here. I love that they did it in here, but also in the family bathroom. Normally it's just in the primary suite. The sconces really add that elegant touch to it, and the ceiling heights in here are just incredible. But this is my favorite part. They've added a freestanding bath within the shower, which I think is so smart because obviously when you're getting out the bath, it's all wet. And one thing I also love is they've added the on and off fixtures for the shower outside of the shower, so you don't have to do that awkward turn it on, get wet, maybe a bit of cold water on you. You can turn it on before you get in, 30 seconds, it's nice and warm, and then it's a lovely shower. They've bought the marble that we saw downstairs in the kitchen and on the countertops here up half the wall with its very own 2-inch niche, which adds a little bit of depth and texture to this space. I like that they've added this, art piece here, and this niche here is somewhere to put your shampoo and conditioners. Back out on the landing, there's an additional terrace at the front of the house. So through this black crittle door, there's a beautiful view out here. The Chavez Ravine Mountains, home to the LA Dodgers baseball stadium. I really want to go see a game while I'm here in LA. It's great that the developer put some outdoor space on this first floor. You've got table and chairs, so perhaps you can just chill and have a drink. But I personally love just being able to see the mountainscape and the scenery of California. And you can also see the archway that looks down to the staircase. Right, now let's finish this tour on the terrace of the ADU in the garden, and you can have a look at the back of the house. Come on. Coming out of these sliding doors, there's lots of different moments in this garden. I've got to have a go on the swing. Let me just see how comfortable it is. Oh wow, I could definitely have a nap out here or read a book. There's a wood pergola above me for some additional shade because it is very hot today. Some shaded area is nice, and all this landscaping is new with the drought tolerant plants. Over here is an outdoor barbecue. This would be a pretty cool place to have your friends over, cook some burgers, and then there's also a little hidden spot around here. If you come around this way, there's an additional sort of shaded area with some nice table and chairs. There's gravel out here, which it's low maintenance. I mean, if you're buying a lock up and leave property, you don't need to worry about the garden. This is a nice added touch with the water feature. The sound of water just adds that peaceful serenity feeling to the home. And then this spot is more for the evening with the fire on, maybe cook some s'mores with your partner, a lovely little spot. And now this is the front door to the ADU, which is the additional dwelling, currently a guest house, and you can actually rent this out with the right permits and approval. But it's really nice, so let me show you inside. The ADU is 620 square feet with 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. Same spec as the main house, so they followed through with the lime wash paint and the lime wash plaster in the bathroom. This is a cozy spot though, just for a little living space. Perhaps you could add a TV in here. And then on this wall is the kitchen. So you've got the oven, the fridge, pretty much everything you need. And the countertops are extra honed perla limestone. And the cabinets are finished in sort of a greeny color, a bit different to what we saw in the main home. And all the natural light is coming in from this skylight above. And stick around because there's a really cool roof terrace on top of this ADU, which I'll show you at the end of the tour. Over on this side is the fridge freezer, a cute spot. I mean, let me just get the full effect. Sit down, have your morning coffee. I mean, if you lived in the main house, you could rent this out. But if you bought that main house, I mean, imagine your friends and family being able to come around and stay in this for a longer period of time. I would personally love to stay in somewhere like this if I was visiting LA. Now over here is the bathroom with a large shower, beautiful archway, and again the lime wash plaster. But again, you've still got these gorgeous marble countertops. I love that they kept it the same spec as the main house. It really feels like if you were staying here, you were still staying in such a luxury place. Now this would be your bedroom. You've got the sliding wardrobes. I think I might need extra storage with the amount of clothes I bring on holiday with me. But again, the sconces on the wall, lime wash paint all throughout the ceiling, but overall a really cozy guest house. I was really pleasantly surprised with this roof terrace when I first came up it. It's a lot bigger than you expect, and the stairs are sort of hidden into the facade of the ADU. Come on up. You've got beautiful views of the scenery from up here. Such a cool spot to have some dinner, definitely in the evening with your friends. I can imagine maybe putting some cool lights up here. You know, when the sun's setting, this would be such a cool vibe. Another seating space with a rug and some outdoor cushions. Such a cool chill out spot or for sunbathing. I actually want to show you the exterior of the house from the back. Both the exterior of the main house and the ADU have the smooth stucco finish in the warm sandy tone. Definitely gives off a Mediterranean feel. You can actually also see the terrace we were on earlier from the primary bedroom. It's just that spot over there. That's a wrap of the house tour. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. And we're so excited to bring you some really cool LA house tours. Have a great day. Bye.
Hey Luxury Home Show, I'm Matt.
And I'm Summer. Today we're in LA and we're so excited to show you this gorgeous home.
Specifically, we're in the neighborhood of Tarzana, south of the boulevard, and this home is priced at just under $6.5 million.
Matt, why don't you show everyone outside to start the tour?
All right, let's go.